Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In today's video we are going to be doing a review of this book. It is Pisces Witch, Unlock the Magic of Your Sun Sign, Swimming in the Starry Seas by Ivo Dominguez Jr. and Matt Orin, and we did a Matt Orin video not too long back. So grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all doing well. I'm not so good today. As a little note, I'm not feeling too well today. I have a really bad headache. So if my energy is a little bit off, that would be why. But I'm so excited to talk about this book. I've loved reading it and I'm really excited to talk about it because I've become a really big fan of this Matt Orin, and I've just found out that he's married to another author, and so I'm really excited to check out some of their books as well. But this is Pisces Witch, and this is written by two different people. This is part of a Llewellyn series of all the different sun signs, so you'll be able to get a book for your sun sign. Just check them out. I will leave links as always to the authors and to the books down below. But I also need to say, this book was not sent to me. This is not sponsored content. The author doesn't know, well, he does know I exist because he did watch my last video, which is quite cool, and he did leave a little comment which meant so much to me. So he does know I exist, but he doesn't send me, I don't get sent these books, I buy them with my own money. So if you do enjoy these reviews and you enjoy my channel, you can head down below. You can follow me for free on both Ko-fi and Patreon, but also it's only £2 a month on Patreon, and you can just leave me a little tip if you want. Over on Ko-fi you get free stuff when I'm able to do it, and a huge thank you to all of my donators so far. You all have really kept me going on this channel and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for everything. It's just mwah. Thank you. Let's grab my phone where all my notes are as usual and talk about the book. Now the first thing I do want to say is this is such a little light book. It's very easy to read. It didn't cause me any hand pain. So if hand pain or holding heavy books is hard for you, don't worry about that. However, the writing is so small. I often really struggled to read it, so if you also have sight issues, maybe get it on Kindle or audiobook. Also, for some unknown reason, there are parts that I'm just looking to find a bit that I can show you. Yes, they have this wonderful Pisces colour, this lovely colour that my skirt is also matching, but it has white writing on the top. And anybody who knows disability, I really wish that authors, publishers, etc., whoever makes these decisions would look into the accessibility, because white on a dark colour is not accessible to disabled people. It would be better if it was dark writing, so you could do like a lighter colour version of this with, say, a dark colour on the top. Say the blue or the purple from the front would look really good and find it a lot easier to read. So just bear that in mind. There are some parts of this book that I was unable to read because of that. It just made it impossible. Look at that. How am I supposed to read that? It's just no. So my disabled witches, and I know many of you here who watch my channel are disabled and are witches or spiritual in some way. So if you would like to get these books, do bear in mind that some of the pages, they haven't done a lot of research into colouring and how colour affects those of us with disabilities and sight issues, etc. Saying that though, in my next breath, I am going to say that I love the colours they chose. I love the purples and blues and like turquoise colours. These are the colours of my channel. These are my favourite colours. I'm such a Pisces witch. I chose these colours with my friend Kirsty, who does all my branding here on the channel. A link to her is down below. She's amazing for anybody who's looking to do branding. She does take into consideration the colouring and how colouring works when it comes to disabled people. So she's amazing. So go and check out her website. Link is down below. But saying that, she redesigned all my videos and all my branding, and she came up with these colours. Perfect. So I have to say it's very beautiful. There are beautiful pictures on the pages and patterns and things, and it's nice. It's nice to see a book all the way through just be thought of in a pretty magical way instead of just blank pages. There are a few pages, like I said, that are difficult to read because of these patterns and things, but I don't know, I liked it. I really did. It made me want to read it. The facts and the information in this, oh, get the right way around, like a professional. The facts and the information in this book were really easy to understand. It would be very beginner friendly. I am a beginner when it comes to zodiac signs and astrology and astronomy and working with planets and things. I'm very much a beginner. It's something that I'm interested in and something that I kind of want to get into over the next year, but I'm very much a beginner. There were some of the things that they spoke about that I needed to look up and Google, but other than that, mostly I could understand everything that was talked about in this book, which is really good. It means that anybody who's like intermediate or a beginner can basically understand this book. It had a lot of like the correspondences and things that would go really well for us. There's another book that I own that I meant to bring down and I forgot, and it's also by Llewellyn. They did a series where it was like little books like this that were for each of the elements, and the water one, hopefully I'll find a picture and pop it up here, but the water one is a great accompaniment to this. I think if you really want to get into working with Pisces, you could like treat yourself to this and that elemental book. So I'll leave a link to those down below. I will say though, I know Llewellyn are probably never going to see this or hear this, but can you please bring out the final element? They've done 4 of the elements, but they haven't done ether or spirit. And I really would love like a correspondence book just for that, unless I'm missing it. I don't think they ever brought it out, so I hope they'll go back and bring that out because that'd be really cool. Anyway, back to what we're talking about, which is this book. Yes, the facts were very, very good, and I love the different ways to utilize basic. What am I trying to say? What are you trying to say, Beverley? Oh my god, headache, please be gone. Anyway, yes, different basic parts of witchcraft, like cleansing, for example, was explained in a way that it was specifically for us Pisces. So it was saying like, if you're Pisces and you want to cleanse, then you should be utilizing bathing and water and how to use moon water to clean and things like that. It was like, you know, that sort of thing, like specifically for us. And I'd assume if you're a fire sign, it would talk about incense and things like that. Not fire. Don't cleanse with fire, because you wouldn't have a house left. Wow, Beverley's brain on a headache. Interesting, very interesting. I love the activities and the spells that were in here. I'm definitely going to be trying those in the future. There weren't 5 million steps. There wasn't like, do this visualization that we're not going to put online, because you know that's a bit of a thing for me, but it was all little things that you could do and bring into your everyday life. So they will probably be coming onto my Monday videos, which are my vlogs, where I just vlog my week as a disabled witch. If you're interested in that, make sure you are subscribe. But either way, I'm really excited to start putting these things in action, because obviously I can't do the things as I'm reading because I need to get these videos out, but I'm excited to try them as we move forward. So if you want to know if they work out and if they work for me, make sure you watch my vlogs. It was really, really interesting actually to read the thing, because like I say, I've never really been into astrology. I have downloaded my birth chart. I did it off on those like free sites, and I did do a spread of my grimoire where I did my birth, like my sun, moon and ascending. And I will leave links to that video down below. Why not? Just throw a million links down below. I can do what I like, you know? It was really interesting to know that those things that I'm naturally attracted to, like certain crystals or herbs or things that I enjoy doing within my witchcraft practice, naturally is because I'm a Pisces witch. And that was something that I just, not that I never believed in the zodiac or believed in astrology or anything like that, because I'm a believer that if something doesn't work, then people would have stopped doing it hundreds of years ago. It must have some truth to it. So, but it just had never really called to me or interested me until I picked up this book. Now I'm like, what else can I learn? And that's something else that I really loved. Where were they? Oh my gosh. There were whole sections about how Pisces works with the different moon signs. If you're Pisces sun and then you're like Aries moon or something, I just plunked that out of my head, then you could see how those two worked. And they did it also for the ascending or ascendant, I don't know which one it's called, but one of those two, it did it for that as well, which I thought was really, really cool, because then I'll know how my birth chart will work with the fact that I'm a sun sign and how to work with that. So I found that really, really interesting. I really enjoyed that sections. I just thought it was a really good way of like starting out. I feel like I've got a good introduction now, you know, so I know how to start like making how these different things work. If you ever look up your birth chart, it is very overwhelming. You get like 50 pages of information. You're like, what? That was literally my face, was like, what? Because I didn't know how the different things work together. I didn't really understand it, but now I feel like those three, I kind of understand how they work together. Overall, I just thought this book was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. I mean, of course it is. It's Matt Oren, and as you guys know, since reading that one book by him, I've like got the Kindle versions of his other books, and I'm just so excited to be reading everything by him. So when I didn't notice till after I bought it that it was him. I was like, oh, it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. And to know that he's a Pisces witch as well, come on now. Of course he gets me. But it was just overall just a really good book for beginners to astrology and astronomy. Somebody who wants to deepen that part of their craft or bring more of their sun sign into their witchcraft practice, which is exactly why I bought it. I pre-ordered this the moment I saw it, and I'm so glad I did. It just felt like I was being called to deepen this practice and to get more into this, and that made me feel so excited. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can deepen my practice. And if that is something that you want to do, it is perfect for that. Perfect. I also want to say there's a lovely little resource list at the back, which is great. I think it's amazing to be able to see what the people who wrote the book read in order to get their information, what they want you to carry on reading in order to deepen your knowledge. So after I've read this, I always go through the back and buy more books. You know, I'm starting to realise why I have so many more books than I am able to read. Overall, highly recommend if you are a witch who's interested in astronomy, astrology, and you want to get further into your zodiac sign. Like I say, they brought out Pisces last because we are the last on the wheel of the year when it comes to the zodiac, and so all the books are out now, so go and check them out at your local bookstore or wherever you buy your books. So you may be asking yourself, what's next? And it is this. Oh, look at the foiling. It brings out the Niffler in me. We do not stand with J.K. Rowling. Look how beautiful this book is. It's just gorgeous. And this is by Ember Grant, and this is called The Words of the Witch, Writing and Speaking Your Magic. And this is 150,000 million% my jam. Writing things down, and that being my spell is how I do it. Say a prayer, that's my spell. I breathe on things to charge them. Words and writing is everything I love in life. I'm a blogger as well. There is a link to my blog down below. I blog about disability and chronic illness. So if you are interested in a bit more of that, then you can find that on my blog. But I'm so excited to read this book. I've been like, I just keep getting it out and like moving it around. Isn't it so beautiful? For those of you who cannot see, I know I do have some partially sighted or visionary witches here on the channel. Is that silver? Oh yes, choose a day when you've got a really bad migraine headache thing to try and figure this out. I think it's silver. It's got silver foiling on it, which just looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm so excited to read this book. So if you read along with me each month, or if you're looking forward to next month and finding out what I think of this book, then that's what we're reading for April. Yes, April, which is a rainy month, so we should all be indoors reading books. So if you would like any information about the authors or the books or any of the things that I've mentioned, because I've mentioned a lot, my brain has been all over the place, then check the description down below, because that's where all the information will be. All the links and all that sort of stuff will be down there. So check that out. If you also love books, make sure you're subscribed. I do book reviews every month and I talk about books a lot in my vlogs. So yeah, go and check all the things out. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to head down below. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, all those beautiful, free, magical things that will let me know and the YouTubeverse know that you enjoyed it, and it will sprinkle it out just that little bit more. I really hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful, magical week, and I shall see you all in my next video. Bye!